Hi, it's Cory, and today you're going to learn how to play Superstition by Stevie Wonder. Before we get started into the tutorial, I just want to take a second to thank my Patreon community for voting this to be their October Song of the Month. So every month, my Patreon community gets a collection of songs, typically that follow a theme or something that connects with the month, and they get to vote on which one they'd like to see made into a full tutorial. The runner-up song is then made into a play-along as well, and this month it was I Put a Spell on You. If you're at all interested in being a part of that community, to be able to vote and have some input on the songs and tutorials you see made on this channel, make sure to check out my Patreon, and the link is down in the description box. I also keep all of my lead sheets, play-alongs, and extra resources on my Patreon, so it's just a really great one-stop shop to get a ton of resources for your ukulele playing. In particular though, I just want to take a second to thank my gold tier members of patrons. They really financially help me to support this channel, so I just want to give them a shout out because I really do appreciate their support. That's Rosemary Bristol, Glenn Clement, Harry Payne, Yuki, Stefan Ramirez, Nadia Rogers, Bradley Carter, Charlotte Ramiro, Alexander Olin, and Matthew Newton, as well to all of my other gold tier members that prefer to stay anonymous. Also, thank you to my entire Patreon community. If it wasn't for you guys, I would not be able to make the content that I'm making for this channel. So thank you guys so much. And with that, let's jump into the tutorial. First things first, as always, make sure your ukulele is in tune. That's going to be a G on the 4th string, a C on the 3rd string, an E on the 2nd string, and an A on the 1st string. So this is definitely more of an easier version of Superstition, but the chords we're going to be looking at, it's just 5 chords, but some of them might be new to you. The first chord though we're going to be looking at is going to be the A7 chord. This one's pretty easy. It's just one finger, so you're taking your first finger and then placing it on the 3rd string of the 1st fret. The next chord we're looking at is the B7 chord. So you're starting with your first finger on the 2nd string of the 2nd fret. Your 3rd finger is going on the 3rd string of the 3rd fret, and then your 3rd finger is going on the 4th string of the 4th fret. The next chord we're looking at is the C7 chord. That's also a really easy one. It's just your first finger placed on the 1st string of the 1st fret. We also have the B flat chord. For this one, you're starting with your first finger and you're going to bar across strings 1 and 2 of the 1st fret. Then you're taking your 2nd finger, placing it on the 3rd string of the 2nd fret, and then your 3rd finger is going on the 4th string of the 3rd fret. And lastly, we have the E minor 7 chord. Now this chord is going to be the one you use the most throughout the entire song, so make sure you have this one mastered. So we're starting on the 2nd fret 1st string with your first finger, then your 2nd finger is going on the 3rd fret 2nd string, and your 3rd finger is going on the 4th fret 3rd string. You're then going to take your pinky and go on the 5th fret 1st string. Once you're completely solid with the chords you need for this song, let's take a look at the strumming pattern. Now, in this song, we don't have one strumming pattern that's going to be prevalent throughout the entire song, and there's a lot of variation you can do to kind of jazz it up or simplify it even further if you need to. The main strumming pattern, though, we're going to be using for the verses, and like I said, it's all on the same chord, so that makes it really, really nice. It's going to be on the E minor 7, and you're going to do a down, 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 up, down, down, down. Played slower, that's down, 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 up, down, down, down. Now you could also add an extra up at the end and do a down, 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 up, down, 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 up. That's totally fine too, and to be completely honest, I might accidentally slip that in from time to time based on how I'm feeling. Again, the strumming patterns are just a general guide for you. They're not like this is exactly how you play it, because this is an adaptation for a completely different set of instruments, and you're taking an entire band and simplifying it down to a single instrument. So just keep that in mind. And you're just going to repeat that over and over and over again. So like the very beginning of the song is just going to sound like this. And you're just repeating it over and over and over again. Now for the chorus, it's going to change a little bit. For when you believe in things that you don't understand, you're just going to play it completely on down strums. So that section would sound like this. When you believe in things that you don't understand, then you suffer. And then when we get to the next B7 there, you're gonna do a down, down, up, down. So we're right before the Superstition Ain't the Way. and then you go back into the main strumming pattern. So that entire chorus section is going to sound like this. When you believe in things that you don't understand, and then you suffer, superstition ain't the way. Again, there's a lot of opportunities for you to really add your own kind of personal touch on this to make it whatever you want it to be. Now, if you really want to spice up the intro section, of course, you could just keep it on that E minor 7 and play the strumming pattern in the very, very beginning of the, or with the variation of adding an extra up at the end. However, I think it'd be a little nicer if you have a little bit of a hint, a little reminiscent bit of the really iconic bass line in this song. To do that, what you're going to do is put your fingers in the following position. You're going to put your first finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Your second finger is going to go on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. And then you're going to take your 3rd finger and place it on the 4th fret, 3rd string. The little pattern that you're going to be playing here in this position is going to be and you can do that at the very beginning or at the very end of the song if you choose to. And then you'd start on your... This sounds really cool if you have another person maybe that can play a little bit more of the song. On its own, it's just kind of like a fun little nod, but the entire little intro section would kind of be like this then. And I'm going to show you what that sounds like going into the main strum pattern into the first line of the song. Very superstitious. So you can see how that kind of all fits together. Now, I'm not going to be doing that in my play along, but adding that little extra lick is a way that you could incorporate a little bit of difficulty into the song. If you're looking for the tab for that or the lead sheet for this song, I have everything on my Patreon, so you can check it out there. With all that though, you pretty much have everything you need for the whole song. It's just rotating between an intro into the verse and then the chorus and then rotating back to the verse. For the outro, it's just the E minor 7 and then ending on a played single chord. So that's kind of what you have for the whole song. The next step is just to put it all together and then play it for yourself. So if you're interested in seeing what that sounds like, again, I'm not doing the lick for this play along, but you could very much add it to either the intro or the outro if you choose. Or you could also play it throughout the entire verse too. That would be fine. You just have to really practice it so you can play it not even thinking about it as you're singing along. Or you could also play it for someone and then they could sing too. That would also be an option. But otherwise, let's give this a play along. 1, 2, here we go. And very superstitious. Writings on the wall. Very superstitious. Ladders about to fall. 13-month-old baby broke the looking glass. 7 years of bad luck. Good things in the past. You believe in things that you don't understand, that you suffer. Superstition ain't the way. Very superstitious. Wash your face and hands. Rid me of the problem. Do all that you can. Keep me in a daydream. Keep me going strong. Superstition ain't the way. Very superstitious, nothing more to say. Very superstitious, the devil's on his way. A 13-month-old baby broke the looking glass. 7 years of bad luck, the good things in your past. When you believe in things that you don't understand, that you suffer. Superstition ain't the way. That's kind of like a really stripped down, easy version of Superstition by Stevie Wonder. You guys have a great day, and if there are other Stevie Wonder songs you would love to see made into a tutorial or a play along, make sure to like this video and then also comment down below. Even if you've seen other people comment on the same song, make sure to comment too, because that's how I see that you guys want certain things on the channel. But otherwise, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye!